Israel. So after keeping their unbeaten record intact last week, Tenerife knocked off the one other team that did not have a loss to their name in Group B in Venezia. And now they will face off against the team tied with Venezia in second place in UNET Holon. So back-to-back tough games for the Tenerife team. We do come back here to home as we see the results in Group B. All of these games taking place today. Telkom Basketball facing off against Venezia, and then Nanterre versus Olympic Fribourg taking place at the same time as this one. But at the top of the table, it is our team, Iberostar Tenerife, one of just 4 teams left in this competition with unbeaten records. UCAM Murcia have already won tonight to become the first Spanish team to 5-0. Tenerife attempting to become the second. An arena which has seen plenty of Champions League action over the first couple of years. The Final Four hosted here 2 years ago as Tenerife won the title. And we see how they are top of Group B. Slightly incorrect caption there. Tenerife have a 4-win and 0-loss record. Venezia 3-1. UNET Holon 3-1 as well, having only been defeated once, and that was by Venezia in game day 2 in an absolute barn burner. So 2 teams in form coming into this one. Tenerife, we said, they got that victory over Venezia last week, but Holon come in with some good form of their own. Comfortable win against the Pavia last week, and then the week before they handled Pauk at home. There is their warm-up, there is their lineup. A number of veteran faces, guys like Guy Panini out there on the floor, the national team member of the the Israeli team, and then also the captain Shlomi Harush, the number 12 of the Holon team. For Tenerife and coach Chus Vidareta, it is a team really. Thaddeus McFadden led the way with 21 points last week in a big offensive game. Tim Abramitis, prior to that game, was their leading scorer. He was the go-to guy, but Abramitis, nearly scoreless until he came up with a huge basket in the final quarter to help lead his team to that win over Venezia. So here is the UNET Holon team coming out onto the floor. And ready to get underway. And now it is the chance of Tenerife. As the fans look on here, ready to get underway. So, little presentation. We said they are the Basketball Champions League winners from 2 years ago, Tenerife. Playing here at home. And a number of these players, led up by Rodrigo San Miguel, were a part of that team. They did move through the field, playing an impressive band of team basketball. Mamadou Niang, another one of those guys, with a Basketball Champions League title to his name. As the fans look on here. Tenerife come into this one having a 4-3 record domestically in the Spanish ACB. They went down on the weekend at home to Zaragoza, 88-86. Disappointing defeat for them. They were led by a big game of Javi Beran. 21 points for him, 17 for Tim Abramitis, and then Rodrigo San Miguel, 13 to make up the double-figure scorers. San Miguel went 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line. officiating crew for today. Manuel Mazzoni, Petro Hutsa, and Ventislav Velikov from Italy, the Czech Republic, and Bulgaria, respectively. So vamos, Canarias go. Canarias in the background. Expect this to be a packed arena by the time we start here, as Holon looking on. They come into this one a big victory, 78-75 over Hapoel Tel Aviv on the weekend. Corey Walden had 10 points. Daquan Jones had 18 to lead the way. Darian Atkins 17 as well. It is a Holon team that has been known for their point scoring in the Basketball Champions League. So far, they are number 2 in points scored per game, just shy of 90. It was helped by the 111 to 104 double overtime game they played against the Mana Area Venezia. And, even that one aside, they put up some big numbers: 93 against Fribourg. 72 against PAOK, a team which always looks to slow the tempo. 88 last week in that victory over Opavia as well. Daquan Jones on that particular occasion, was a leader as well. 23 points for him. And he has been looked on to score. Jones averaging 17 points. He's one of a host of double-figure scorers in the Basketball Champions League for this Israeli team. As I said, if you're averaging 90 a game, someone has to be knocking them down, that's for sure. Here's the starting lineup of Walden, Jones, Simon, Pinini, and Jones as well. So the two Joneses, Daquan and Sean, both big scorers, 17 points per game for their team. And there is the man on the sideline, Dan Shamir, the head coach of UNET Holon. We'll turn our attentions to the hometown team. Tenerife coming to this one with Sam Miguel, Iverson, McFadden, Abramitis and Beidan. They're 5. No massive surprises there for Iberostar Tenerife. We said McFadden has been like the scorer for them. He averages 12.5 a game. Abramitis, the only other guy to average double figures for Coach Chus Vidareta. He averages 10.8. But it's really all about the team of Tenerife on any different given occasion. Somebody else can step up and help their team. They always have a host of scorers. We saw Iverson start extremely well on the inside last week in a victory over Venezia. There's bits of instructions for these two teams, and we'll be ready to get underway then. Should be a fantastic game, this one. At the top of the group in a Group B, Holon trying to pull back Tenerife into the pack, into the same record that they and potentially Venezia will have at the end of this game day, depending on how Venezia fare in their game as well. Tenerife with a victory here really will separate themselves, move 2 games ahead of Holon, and remain that single game ahead of Venezia, irrelevant of what they do. So there it is, Javi Beidan off that 21-point game on the weekend. Colin Iverson as well. Says hello to Guy Panini, the veteran. It is a battle of the purple and gold tonight. Tenerife in the gold uniforms. And Holon in the purple. We are ready to get underway in the arena, known locally as the Hamburger, for the way it looks on top of the hill. Panini just adjusting his equipment, and we are now ready to go. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. Holon versus Tenerife is up and underway. The jump controlled by Tenerife in the end. Rodrigo San Miguel pulls it out. Man-to-man defense for Holon. And it is on that far side with McFadden. Reversing it. Iverson. Now Abramitis looking for McFadden. Switching defense. Panini giving up some size on the inside. He's a great low post defender though. There's McFadden's first triple. Bounces clear. And now Holon have a chance to get themselves underway. Handoff. Jones on the penetration. Can't get it. The follow from Sean Jones. Doesn't go. Baydan under control. Uses that high screen. Switching defense once more. Iverson turns away from the double team and gets the score. Interesting tactic then from Holon, switching. Every ball screen, they'll try and fight down on the inside, and really, you know, for Tenerife, it's guys like Says, Iverson. They're going to have to finish against those mismatches on the inside. Panini, see the spaced offense. 4 guys out on the perimeter. Warden trying to make some room, but he loses it. Some good defense from McFadden. Now we go the other way. Tenerife possession. Just lost it off his own foot, Warden. San Miguel now. Brings it the other way. So Warden trying to guard McFadden at the other end. There is that matchup. Short roll for Iverson. Kicks it wide open for Baydan. Easy 3 for him. Navi Baydan just spots up in the corner. Great pass from Iverson. Holon looking for their first score. Jones over to Walden. Walden's going to use that middle screen. Pulls up. Too long for him. Shaky start for Holon. Tenerife. Chance to open up even more of a lead here. San Miguel pushes in transition. Thinks about the 3. They'll go to Iverson. No, on this switch once more. Jones trying to hold his ground. Forces Iverson along the baseline. He'll take the contact and it'll be 2 shots. Iverson having the most of that matchup. We said the switch going to have to score on the inside. That's exactly what Iverson has done. Earns himself a trip to the line. He's usually a good free throw shooter. Colden Iverson is actually yet to miss in the Basketball Champions League from the line. He only shoots 1.5 a game on average. A very valuable weapon for him, being able to knock that down. I wonder if we're going to have an early timeout from Coach Shamir. As Iverson gets the roll in the second. A bit of pressure, gets a steal, Abramitis. Now Baydan moves it on. McFadden loses his man, pulls up. Doesn't get the roll though. Oh, chance once more for Holon. Good pass. Jones has to finish over the size of Iverson though. Can't get in on the first, but he does on the second and he's fouled. It's going to go against Baydan, I think. Good second effort from Sean Jones. Bench like it. Good second effort from him. The lefty Jones makes it. San Miguel gets it back from Abramitis. Screen down for Baydan as the floor is spaced now on that weekend side. McFadden to Iverson. Iverson backing it down. This time he goes to Abramitis. Just 2 on the clock for him. Steps back, tough shot. Abramitis doesn't get it. Iverson fights for the rebound, but Walden is too quick. He gets there first. Here comes Holon. Well, this high-powered offense has been slow to get going here. That might have kick-started him as Dequan Jones couldn't get it that to fall. McFadden looking in. Abramitis wants it in the post. Here he is. Usually more a finesse type player. This time he's going to go to the power move. He wants the foul, not called. Inline possession, 5 on the clock. A lot of time still for Tenerife then. Coach Vidaleta looks on. And Remidis thought about it. Needs to get one here. Shot clock winding down. Eventually takes it, misses everything. Panini with the rebound. It's about pushing it, Guy Panini. Feeds to the inside. Sean Jones hands it off to Laquan Jones. Gives it back to Sean. He misses. And a chance for Tenerife to run. They're going to have some space here. San Miguel uses this little drag screen. Iverson open. Doesn't pass to him though. And now they're going to have to create something yet again. McFadden, one way, now the other. For a third time, uses the screen from Iverson, catches him on the inside. Great find from Iverson out to the open San Miguel, but he couldn't knock it down. And this is not the high-powered scoring game I expected with these two teams. The open three this time is made. So Amit Shimon makes his first field goal. First look for him, and he buries it to bring it within one. Now McFadden on that far side. Right to left crossover. Won him a few points last week. He feeds Iverson. Fouled. It'll be end-line possession though. Referee clearly signalling. The pass was made. It's a good pass from McFadden. He's frustrated. And they called the foul. He might have had the open layup instead for his big man. There's Avramidis. Goes to McFadden. He'll use a high screen. Double team comes. Passes it on. Baydan drops it though. Has to take one with a hand in his face. It doesn't matter to Avi Baydan. No, Baydan, he didn't get to play in that championship team after tearing his ACL early in the year. Was a spectator at the Final Four. He'll want to get back there once again so he can play this time. There's the backdoor cut. Simon has to bring it out though as he lost it. Now he crosses over, reverses it, and finishes with the contact. Simon, the go-to guy right now for Holon offensively. Comes in averaging just 2.5 points a game. Really the expected offensive firepower. Baydan, third, is good. 9 points for Baydan, all on threes. You can see how he had 21 on the weekend. Really is in fine form, Javi Baydan, a man who grew up with Estudiantes in Madrid. Playing arguably the best basketball of his career right now. Along the baseline, Jones lays it up for the easy two. Great spacing for Holon, so difficult to match up with them. There's San Miguel now. Cuts through. McFadden, great feed, and an easy dunk for Iverson. Crowd like that one. Mishandle off McFadden last though. Polite round of applause. The substitutions come in for the first time on both teams. Simon looks on. So Gillet comes in for Tenerife. Also Sebastian Saez on the inside. He's guarding the ball screen now as Walden comes off, finds Panini. He's got to fire it quickly. And knocks it down, Guy Panini. 35 years of age now, but still producing. Still in that Israeli national team. That's qualified for the next phase of the FIBA World Cup qualifying in November. The screen. McFadden wants it from Saez. Pulls up McFadden. Tough shot, but he gets it down. Oh, McFadden split the legs, trying to make out he was fouled. Degree of difficulty, a high one. Manages to get it for his first points of the night. Walden finds Sean Jones. His jump shot doesn't go. And here's McFadden the other way. Tenerife led throughout this first quarter. Takes another one, McFadden, feeling it now. Back-to-back threes for Thaddeus McFadden. And a timeout called. 21-13 in favour of Tenerife. Largest lead of the game for the Spanish team, and it's a strong start off the back of some fine three-point shooting.
Got it? Got it. High hands and get the corner. We're in 55 now. This is good time for us to play. 55, but I called it here on that one. I called it. Pay attention. We got to be smarter on every play. Okay? Right here.
Push them into the screen on 55.
Stay focused. What's coming, the thing that is giving us good stuff is the wing pick and roll. Okay? Let's go three side PA. Cut hard. They are going under with scoring, but he's getting into the paint. Normas, te digo, oye, recordar que en las bandas es blue. Las bandas es blue. Es under.
Both teams picking their tactical changes for Holon. You heard it in the timeout. They're having success with that wing pick and roll. They want to continue with that. And then right at the last minute, you could see Coach Iberostar highlighting the different schemes that they're going to come up with on that wing ball screen as well. So it'll be interesting to see, will Holon still have that success they believe is there? Or will the change in defense work for Tenerife? A strong start for them. 21 points, 5 of 7 three-point shooting for them. Pick and pop. Guarded. Now it's Walden coming off the screen, gets into the lane, and the wing pick and roll did work on that occasion until it was the last minute. Says has the block, and now the other way. Bassas left open. Another one. Make it 6 threes in the first quarter for Tenerife. Ferran Bassas knocking down his first three. A man known for his playmaking, his passing ability, has given him a double-digit lead now. Walden goes to Panini. Back again. Going underneath that ball screen. Walden takes the three. He's going to have to start to make them. As he misses this one. McFadden going the other way. Skips it to the corner. Gillet puts it on the floor. Fouled by Panini. Anton Gillet, the Belgian. Another man who'll be turning out for his national team come November, I'm sure of that. They're looking on. What a delightful first quarter so far for them. McFadden off the first one. Pulls it out. No hurry as Says sets another one. Now Says trying to post up. Looks like he was dragged to the ground. And the foul's going to go against Corey Walden. Tough matchup for Walden on the switch there. Look, trying to fight, stop Says, getting in the inside position. First foul on the point guard for Holon. Team fouls now against them, so any subsequent foul, free throws. Sass kicks it out. McFadden, 5 on the clock, takes another one. McFadden 2 of 4. Now we'll pull it out. Chance once more. Chile on the post up against Walden. Turns, uses the size to fire over the top of him. Last 35 seconds. Walden wants the screen from Panini. They recover to him. He's got to put it on the floor. Great pass. And a lovely little spin from Atkins. First points for Doron Atkins. Time for Tenerife to take the final shot, though. Cap off what has been a superb first quarter. 26 points for them. Massively high scoring after the slow start. Defense adjusting, trying to get organised for this final shot. They'll just clear out for McFadden. He pulls up, he's feeling it. You almost knew that was going in. McFadden with the rhythm, coming off the big game last week, full of confidence. 8 for him in the first quarter. Tenerife rolling right now. 28-15, they have the lead after 10 minutes. Well, wow. What a second part of that first quarter for Tenerife. You know, we said halfway through it not been the scoring affair we expected, but Tenerife just lit them, you know, started to just light up the nets. 6 of 9 for 3, McFadden and Baydan make 5 of those 6 threes. It's been the massive difference here. And our Holon team, known for all the offense that they have been putting up, nearly 90 points a game, only have 15 here. There's the first of Javi Baydan's threes. There's the second. Some of the highlights from this first 10 minutes. And the third 3 from Baydan, 3 of 3 for him. And the question is, what adjustments can Holon make? Offensively, I'm sure they'll find their rhythm. They'll get going as this game will develop, but you know, the big problem is not the offensive end right now for them. How can they slow down Tenerife? They've allowed them far too many looks for 3. And the problem is they've let a couple of very good shooters in McFadden and Baydan get their eye in. Even Bassas has come in, made one. A confident team in Tenerife now. The final score for McFadden, that is what moved him to 8 points in that first quarter. 2 assists as well. And the Tenerife fans loving it here. Holon will have possession to start us off. Jones will bring it in. Big Quan Jones is out there with Atkins, Panini, Simon and Warden. The 5 for Holon. For Tenerife on defense, Bassas, Brusino, Gillet, Says and Staga. First score is good to Atkins. He's 2 of 2. Introduction for him. Complete bench 5 for Tenerife here. Staga goes back to the hands of Bassas. Now Says will come screen for him. Brusino, far side. Finds Says on the roll. Easy finish. That's how simple it can be. And Tenerife play beautiful passing basketball. Loose pass, nearly taken away by Staga. And the follow is good for Atkins. Out of nowhere, Darian Atkins having a huge game here. And the undersized big really making his presence felt, really causing problems. Listed at just 6'8". Out of position as the only man on the inside. Such a tough matchup. He'll screen here for Warden. Warden with a head of steam. Kicks it. Open 3. Doesn't go though for Simon. Good work again from Atkins. He's the man that kept it alive. But eventually Tenerife collect the ball. Gillet left open. Break down defensively. They escape though. Holon. Bassas pulls it out. Mismatch as Says guarded by Warden, but Brusino loses it. Foul is called. Bassas sacrifices the personal, stops the transition. Sideline possession for Holon as they'll have a couple of substitutions come in. Let's see. Shalomi Harush coming in, and also Roy Hubel. Miss, but the follow right over the back of the defender. Atkins not boxed out. And can't challenge him in a jumping contest. Harush makes himself available. He is the captain of this Holon team. Finds Atkins. Atkins again to that little jump hook, and again, nothing but string. 3 times we've seen him get back to that right hand. A little jump hook. Worked really well. And a change in defense for Holon. Looks like a matchup zone. Slips into man-to-man, but a turnover against Brusino. Italian. Second mistake against him. Huber brings it down, finds Panini. Panini has the advantage of the dribble. Wiped away by Says, but foul came first, and it'll be 2 shots. Panini makes number 1. Positive signs for Holon then. We said, you know, the offense, they'll come, they'll find their rhythm there. It's the defensive end. They're going to really have to make adjustments, and they've done exactly that here at the start of the second quarter. Just 2 points for Tenerife in 2 minutes and 20 seconds now. Again, this zone. Now they slip into man-to-man, but they leave Gile open. Open look. He's had 2 of them, hasn't been able to convert. Along the other way. A run for them. 8-2 in this second quarter, and Panini has the step. Too strong on the finish. He'd done all the hard work. Tenerife the other way, swiftly. Brusino has to go back into the hands of Assas. He calls the play. Shot clock to 12. Assas. Oh, great pass to the inside, Says. Still has work to do, and Panini once again making these little plays all over the floor, isn't he? Panini ties it up for the jump ball after back-to-back penetration moves offensively. Timeout called by Tenerife.
It's not about sad, but also we can attack 2 against 1. Yeah, we can attack 2 against 1. In defense, okay, if we press the ball, and they play, they reject, spend ball immediately. Or let him few distance. We don't need to press the ball so far to the 3-point line, okay? We try to press the ball here, okay? And try to destroy the beginnings.
Fight for the rebound, goes out. Stays with Tenerife. Panini's gone out. Sean Jones is in. A rotation for Holon on the inside. Fresh 14 now. Assas has it. Goes to Stager. Stager will use the screen. Says rolls, can't receive the pass. Brusino fires up the 3. Goes off after shooting it so well. And they get it back, and now they make one. They started off hot. And Bassas knocks down his second. Bassas has 2. McFadden 2. Bayran 3. Great shooting from Tenerife. What a difference it makes as the lead is back to double digits now. Hot hand for Holon. Doesn't go this time for Atkins. Bassas the other way. Steadied the ship here. Gile feeds Says. He's wide open. He thought about reversing it off the catch, but instead takes it in. Gets the easy finish. Rubio brings it down. Reverses it through Sean Jones. To the hands of Daquan Jones. Back to Sean. Sean has got two guys on this near side. Can't decide which one to go to and travels. So delight of the crowd, who let out a little cheer. Indecision from Jones. Walden now comes back. Yeah, just that little drag of the pivot foot. Third turnover against Holon. This match-up zone once more. Abramitis gives it back to Bassas. Now with 10 on the clock, they go into a horn set. Says the rolls. They're looking to switch. Steiger will take the three. That's what he does. Misses, but great work from Abramitis. Kicks it. Bassas for his third. In and out. Good rebound from Jones. Over to Walden. Walden up the early screen. And then the three doesn't go for Holon. Lush missed that one. Abramitis. Back to Bassas. A lot of space for him. Oh, lovely slip from Says. Couldn't get the ball though. 5 on the clock. Bassas pulls it back, fires up a tough one. Misses badly. Walden has a chance to run. They got some space. He's got numbers. And he's going to be fouled. Crowd didn't like it because the whistle was late. I think it's the right call. They just didn't call it, you know, in time with the foul. And that's why the crowd is angry. Rusino throws the palms out to the referee. Let's have another look. I still think it is a foul in transition. But I'm not the referee. That's a sideline ball for Holon. 8-7. They lead this second quarter. It was 8-2 a second ago. They need the scoreboard to start ticking or continue ticking over. Walden takes it wide so we can use the screen from Jones. He's got some room. It's going to be an offensive foul against Jones. Just trying to clear it, the man, to give space to Walden to shoot the three. Illegally so, according to the referee. He rolled into him. Gives it back to Tenerife. Steiger. Over to Bassas. Back to Steiger. A lot of movement from Tenerife. They find Abramitis. They've got low into the shot clock yet again. And the defense last few possessions has been good for Holon. The zone to man has worked. You know, they've forced Tenerife low into the shot clock. And all it's meant is they've only really got one chance at making the play rather than 3 or 4. Now can they build on it with some good play offensively? Walden not really sure of where his feet were. Let's sit back. Finds Panini. He's back into the game, and Panini straight back into action. 8 for him now. Really has been a good game for Guy Panini so far. Abramitis moves it on. Steiger. Now Iverson, who's returned. Looking for Abramitis. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. So it was tipped as he was trying to pass it out. Holon don't like the call, but it's sideline possession. Yeah, I think that's right again. I think it did just come off the finger of Atkins. First look, I wasn't so sure. Play help though. So Abramitis looking to post. San Miguel brings it in. McFadden also out there. Starters return for Tenerife. McFadden's 3 doesn't go. Atkins grabs in the rebound. Everything so far. Atkins 8 points, 2 rebounds, as a travel is called. So Quan Jones. Quan Jones who's had some big scoring games in recent weeks. Struggling so far, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points. McFadden off off the screen for Iverson. Goes over to San Miguel. He's got some room. We'll pull it out though. Trying to find some sort of gap. Throws it high. Iverson, tough catch. Steps through, has it tipped. Needs to get it away in time. Does, but can't finish. And a fight for the rebound is won by Holon as Harush comes the other way. He finds Walden. He's got a lot of room to attack Walden to the weak hand side of the floor, but doesn't want to. Wants to get to that right hand. Now he kicks it to Panini. Dangerous threat beyond the three-point line. Guy Panini. There he is for another three. Can't get it. And Iverson is pulling that one in safely. San Miguel makes a little pass to Baydan. But the miscommunication. Defender had his back turned. San Miguel thought Baydan would look for it, but he didn't. So it goes out of bounds. Walden against the pressure of McFadden. Try and reverse it. Atkins on this little opener. Falls to the floor. And Tenerife look to run here. McFadden has got numbers. But good defense. Until San Miguel into the hands of Abramides. He knocks it down. First points for Tim Abramides. It's given us a three. I thought he might have had a foot on the line, but another three for Tenerife. They have now made 8 on the game, and they open up the 12-point lead here, 38-26.
Let's go one, take one. Set firstly on the 3 side. I want you to start on that side. So you get the right side. Okay, to go finish the ball. Okay, so you start on the left side of the floor. You got the 3 side. We may have one more. Okay, we go one. Okay, simple off knee. Take one. You're gonna come.
Walden brings it down then. Under 2 left in this first half. Safely into the hands of Simon, who's out there now. Now Atkins, who's been the go-to guy. And that finish has been absolute money for Atkins. 5 of 7 he is. Anytime he's got that space in the lane, a really efficient score in there. Makes it a 10-point game here. McFadden uses the screen for Iverson. He rolls. Yeah, Baydan in the corner. No hurry though. Kicks it and follows for the ball screen. San Miguel. So Iverson. Iverson lays it up for the easy 2. It's just so patient from Tenerife. They had the opportunity a bit earlier. Just wait and work you out. Now a good move for Jones. Laquan Jones, and then at the last minute he loses it. So lost his man successfully. Nice little move on the ball screen for him. Defense rotates round. He turns it over. San Miguel brings it down. Moves the play into the hands of McFadden. McFadden draws a lot of attention. Iverson. Now he rolls. Clears. McFadden one-on-one and is fouled. Spacing is so good. When you've got the shooters that Tenerife have, you know, how do you guard Iverson rolling to the basket? You can't help off Abramides. You can't help off Baydan. You have to do something to the ball when it's into the hands of McFadden. San Miguel is probably the one you think about leaving. He went 4 of 9 for 3 on the weekend in the ACB, so it shows you what a threat they are. So often teams will try and let Colton Iverson beat them, and he's done exactly that tonight. 3 of 5, 8 points. Really are a tough cover. There's the foul. Goes against Huber. Huber. It's the first after stepping on the floor for Walden. Iverson. Baydan's open and finishes with what a game for Javi Baydan. 4 of 4 from the field, 11 points in 10 minutes. Long pass ahead. Successfully finds Simon, who brings it out. Who waits, calls the play. Swing being set. Panini's going to be open, but Baydan once again making those heady plays. Just waited, read it, stole it, lays it up as the buzzer sound, and Javi Baydan tops off a fantastic first 20 minutes for him and Tenerife. Baydan leads away, 13 points personal. 5 of 5 from the field he is, and he has given his team a sizable lead here at the half. We talked about the offensive firepower of Holon, but they've scored just 28 points here. They trail at the half. It is 44, plays 28 after the score of Javi Baydan. Discrepancy on the score for us to make out. Tenerife 44 to 28, as you can see there. Look at the percentages. 60% for 2-point range. They've made 8 threes in that first half. They lead in rebounding, 12 assists in one half. Shows you the way Tenerife just share the basketball. They only have 17 field goals. Almost everyone coming off an assist. Beautiful team play. Baydan leads the way, 13 points. Atkins on the inside, so efficient for Holon, but he has over a third of his team's points. Nobody else, despite the way they've scored coming in, has been able to help him. Panini, with 8 himself, has done a good job, but in the pre-game, we're talking up the firepower of Sean Jones, of Daquan Jones, of Corey Walden, who will average over 12 a game, but they have been held by some strong defense of Tenerife. And you've got to say, this Tenerife team, which was champions in 2017, looking every bit the team to beat in the Basketball Champions League so far this season. Coming high up in the power rankings before game day 5 started, and you can see why with the way they have played here tonight. But of course, still a long time to go. Only halfway through this one. 20 minutes still remains. And it'll be interesting to see what adjustments can Holon make. Will there be any way for them to try and make a game of this in the second half? Or will it be Tenerife to just continue with this offensive juggernaut that we've seen so far? Welcome back to Tenerife, half-time. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. We came into this one with two teams in fine form in the Basketball Champions League. Tenerife, one of 4 teams undefeated in the competition. They were trying to hold on to that record against the Holon team that had made some noise. They lost 1 game so far this season. That was against Venezia, though. So they were very much there with the top of Group B, and arguably the top teams in the whole competition, but they've run into a juggernaut here in this first half. Tenerife at home. It is 44-28 here. Tenerife 28 points in that first 10 minutes, where they just brought in the bomb squad. Javi Beidan made 3 threes, McFadden made a couple, Bassas made 2 as well. And really just smoked the nets, and then second quarter dug in defensively, held Holon to 13 points, despite the fact they had an 8-2 advantage at the start of the second quarter. All credit to Coach Iberostar and his team. So well prepared. And you got to say, all the questions now for Holon. They haven't answered any of them. How are they going to stop this offense of Tenerife? They tried to switch the ball screen in the first quarter. That didn't work because Colton Iverson went to work down on the low post. He's got 8 points personal. And then they tried to help from the wings, and that's when, they've helped off Beidan, off McFadden, off Abramitis, and it's been problems for them. Javi Beidan leads the way after a strong 21-point game domestically in the ACB this past weekend. That was a victory over Zaragoza. Loss against Zaragoza by 2. And Beidan's backed it up with 13 points in the first half here. A perfect 5 of 5 from the field. As we see the injured brigade of Tenerife. Luis Ricotti on the right-hand side of your picture there. So, what will Holon do? You've got to say, really, as much as we ask defensively, it's also the offense. Daquan Jones, he averages 17 a game coming into this contest. He's been held to 2. Corey Walden scoreless, and Sean Jones just 3. So between their 3 leading scorers coming in, all of them averaging more than 12 per game. They have a total of 5 points in that first half. Let's see what will happen in this second 20 minutes then. It is first possession for Holon. Tenerife in the man-to-man defense. Already they've denied the ball into the hands of Jones. Atkins, who was their star player in the first half, puts it on the floor, misses everything, gets his own rebound, misses again. And then he's fouled by Beidan. Great work from Atkins. Now, he missed a couple of good opportunities for him, ones he didn't miss in the first half, as he has 10 of their 28 points. He'll be disappointed with that, but I like the effort to stay with it. He's the only man in there surrounded by 3 Tenerife defenders. He manages to get yet another possession for his team. So, into the hands of Walden. Walden off the screen of Atkins. Now Panini to Atkins. Squares up, fires, but misses. Well, after an automatic first half for him in those sort of areas, Darian Atkins missed 3 shots now already. And the first possession of this second half. Beidan collects it. Wants McFadden. McFadden. Just to kick it back into the hands of Beidan. Just 3 on the clock. First miss of the night for Beidan. Almost expected it to go in as another turnover against Holon. 8 turnovers now for them in the game. Just the comparison, they have 8 turnovers and just 4 assists. And then the other way, Tenerife, 12 assists to just 4 turnovers for them. Abramitis to McFadden. Will use this screen from Iverson. Roll into the rim, but he loses it. Rare turnover, give a chance to run for Holon, but great work from San Miguel. Now he gives it over to Beidan. He thought about taking the 3, but then decided to run some time off the clock. Great work for Rodrigo San Miguel. He will bring it in from the side. Here's McFadden. Abramitis slips to the ring. It's going to be open. Iverson hands off to Beidan though. Now he'll roll with the mismatch. San Miguel trying to find some room. 4 on the clock. Ball stays in. And Holon have some advantage here in the open floor. But once again, San Miguel just causing a nuisance of himself. Nearly takes it away for the second time to Quan Jones. He's going to see him in his dreams tonight, wherever he turns in transition. Look, San Miguel there. And he tries to pick it up. And San Miguel's getting there again. Tipping it away. Great work from the Spanish point guard. Walden can't find any sort of room. Once more San Miguel getting involved. Once Iverson set the screen, turns the corner, kicks it. Beidan in rhythm, dangerous. 4th 3 of the night for Beidan, 16 personal. I mean, you just knew it was going in. He caught it in rhythm. And every time he gets a shot like that right now, you just don't believe Beidan's going to miss. Walden finishes over the top of Iverson. First points of the night for Corey Walden. Averages 12 points per game coming in. McFadden to San Miguel. Beidan feeds in Iverson. A lot of room in this one-on-one here. Great footwork from him and the easy finish. Well, Tenerife just still looking comfortable here. 19-point advantage. Panini squaring up, trying to find someone. Go to the low post with Quan Jones. Players go flying everywhere for Tenerife. Jones straight into the chest of San Miguel, who's desperately trying to pull him down to show the offensive foul. Foul goes against San Miguel. Foul goes against San Miguel. I didn't see that. Doesn't like the call. Just pulls him. A lot of conversations going on between San Miguel and the officials. Walden, beautiful little cut. And it bounces clear. Iverson collects it. McFadden off to the races. Finds Beidan for another one. Too strong this time from Beidan. Look at their work from Tenerife. They'll come with a double team. Scuffle here. Abramitis has taken a shot to the face. San Miguel doesn't like it. I don't think there's too much in this though. An inverted elbow. Yeah, Abramitis took a shot, but I think there was a lot behind it. That's exactly what Quan Jones was saying. He does catch him. Gets him with a nut. It's the elbow. He's going to talk this one over. I think the official's going to go to the monitor here surely to have a look, see what happens. Sportsmanlike foul against Jones. So they've made the call. Now they're going to check it. So I think they needed to make the call. Now they'll check whether it's the right one or whether they're going to change it. So we'll have a delay here. I think this is probably what will happen. I don't know if there'll be any repercussions for San Miguel and the way he got into the face of Daquan Jones afterwards. That's the replay of the elbow. Have a look. So it was a foul against Abromaitis originally. That was before the unsportsmanlike foul of Daquan Jones. I think that's the right call. Abromaitis had fouled him as he was bringing it up. Jones, I don't think there was an intention to hit Abromaitis in the face, but he tried to clear him out the way to make some room and did catch him with the elbow. So an unsportsmanlike foul is called against Jones. So that's why we see the 2 free throws. First one missed, second one made from Abromaitis. Sideline possession for Tenerife. 20-point advantage now for them. And they've held a team that's averaging 90 a game to just 30 here in 24 and a half minutes. Incredible defensive effort from Tenerife. This matchup zone. McFadden comes off, fires it up, doesn't get it. No one fighting for the rebound. Iverson was able to get to the inside without being challenged. And then Walden fouls. Trying to reach in and tip it away from San Miguel. McFadden. Abromaitis in that short corner. Baydan finds Iverson. He'll fake and then the finish. Great play once more. 12 personal. Iverson. Alden picks it up, trying to find someone. Can't even find an entry pass. That's what this Tenerife defense has done to Holon. Now they can barely get into their offense. Great denial. McFadden, again, just waiting for the defense to change back into man-to-man. Goes to Abromaitis, now Baydan. They've got the advantage. Here is Iverson, 6 on the clock for him. Turns, fires, doesn't get it. Rebound batted around, and even then I think it was going to be possession for Holon. Jones didn't know, he tried to save it. It just tips it out of bounds. Abromaitis can't get it to go. Right. One by Walden, he'll try and push it. Can he get something going in transition? Panini with a good fake. This pass finds Atkins. The shots that were dropping for him in the first half. Atkins can't get it to go. Good kick out. Abromaitis, the throwdown. In transition. Great penetration from San Miguel. He finds Abromaitis. He gets the finish. 4 points personal for him. Walden coming off the screen. Stops, brings it back out. Panini fires a tough 3. Comes up short. Holon scored just 2 points in this quarter. Tenerife. Reverse it through Iverson. McFadden back to Iverson. Now he'll collect it. Look at the work from him. Sells the fake, steps back. Oh, they've had some great looks, Tenerife. They haven't been able to finish them, though. But what they have had is some great defensive effort to hold Holon. Walden can't finish. Rebound, nearly taken by Atkins. It's San Miguel, throws ahead. Abramitis gets it to sneak home and is fouled. A little smile from Abramitis. He tried to get the highlight. Took off, just managed to squeak it home. He was fouled though. So, and one coming, Tim Abramitis. Friendly roll, shooter's touch, moves him to 6. And a timeout called by Holon.
Somebody wants to quit, you want to walk away? You want to walk away? Walk away! Go to the fucking locker room, go to the bus, go to the hotel. Okay, no more fast breaks. Okay, no more. If we get the fist break, hell no. We go fist side touch. We go kick back until we get the shot. Fist side touch. Okay, you low. Re-screen until we get the shot.
Situation when we have an advantage, okay? Hey, 21 in defense, 21 in less.
Another challenge coming from Dan Shamir. Said if you want to go home, there's the door. Head out now. Challenging his team to see will they step up to this challenge or if they've given up the fight. Just 2 points for them. We played 6 minutes and 17 seconds in the third quarter. Abramitis at the line after the dunk. Shoots a free throw. Doesn't get the roll though. Holon bring it down now. Reverse it through Sean Jones. Panini. Out to Walden. Walden trying to find some room. Defense again from Tenerife. Eventually it opens up. Travel called against Simon. No, offensive foul against Sean Jones. Sorry, I was trying to work out what had happened. Thought it was a travel called against Simon. Couldn't see that at all. It was a good drive from him. But, even a wide open drive. Now you've got two defenders running into each other. Rossini moves it on. Gillet puts it on the floor. His little runner doesn't go, and look at Says tipping it home. Sebastian Says just wide open, tipping it. No one really challenging him. 6.7 rebounds for him now. That's Walden. Reverses it around. Panini takes the tough three. Can't get it. Rusino the other way. McFadden trying to find some room. They leave him alone, dangerous. McFadden, after such a strong first half, hasn't really got it going yet. Second half, 3 of 9 from the field he is. Just 8 points. Walden just finds Panini in the corner, who has it tipped away, and now McFadden will go out. Lukashtaga comes back in. Tiger, the German, 3-point threat. And for Holon, it is Joy Hubert that comes in. Excuse me. It is Harush that comes in. Walden can't get anything going. They really are just playing him for the 3-point shot. That's what he's got to do. Has to go to the outside, Walden. 2 of 7, his first 3-point make in the game. A man known for his 3-point stroke. Stager off the screen, finds Says. Great feed and finish from him. Sebastian Says gets the score. Walden takes another one and makes it. Oh, started to find his range now, Corey Warden. Second three from him, back to back. Tenerife gone underneath the ball screen all game against him. He's now decided he's going to shoot it. Starga, on one way, then the other. As it tipped away, will stay with Tenerife, 9 on the clock. Good hands from Harush. Says, foul line jumper. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Warden going the other way. Will he take another one? No, this time the threat of the three's enough, and he gets into the lane to draw the foul. And just a couple of makes. Yeah, it changes the way they have to guard him. Warden. Runs into a lot of traffic. Gets rewarded with a trip to the line. Last 6 points for his team, Corey Warden. I think it's 7 with that one. Two of 2 for Warden. So he's got 10, 8 of them coming in the last 2 minutes. Great feed, Says, lays it up. In the room with the dunk. But all about the points for him. Just lays it up for the simple 2. He moves to double figures now. Tenerife just cruise control right now. Last minute of the third quarter. Quick hands from Bassas. Nearly takes it away. Jones. Over into the hands of Atkins. Doesn't go. The rebound was saved by Brasino, but only out of bounds. Brasino, the Argentine-Italian. That's what the Argentinian national team also has, that Italian citizenship. Time with the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA. And with Tenerife in the Basketball Champions League. Jones kicks it to Jones. Daquan Jones doesn't get it. Atkins is there for the rebound, but Says just takes it straight away from him. Starga coming the other way. Wants to pull it out and control for the final shot here. Sensible play from him. Bassas in no hurry. Says comes to screen. Bassas gets the switch. Now tries to find someone. It's Starga for 3. Oh, in and out. Starga has yet to make from beyond the 3-point line yet. Another strong quarter from Tenerife comes to an end though. 18-10 as they just put the clamps on defensively to UNET Holon, holding them to 10 points in this third quarter, and they lead 62-38. As the numbers, the 3-point percentage is the same now. Tenerife haven't got going with the shooting in that third quarter the way they did in the first half, that's for sure. They started off so hot from beyond the 3-point line. And Walden, with those last couple of makes, has pushed the percentage up for Holon. But really, you've got to say, the game needs something drastic to change at this moment in time. Tenerife looking very comfortable. Just continue to slowly build this lead. Stage, it got as large as 28. Holon have never led in the contest. Tenerife scored the first basket, went on from there. Raydan leads the way with 16 points. A number of double-figure scorers for Tenerife. Walden has 10, for Holon to tie with Atkins. But I said, Baydan 16, Iverson 12, Says has 10 as well. And Reminders not far back with 8, and McFadden with 8 as well. As we are ready for the 4th and final quarter. Well, will there be a miracle here in Tenerife, in the Canary Islands? Will there be a way back for Holon? Nicholas Brusino brings it in to Ferran Bassas. Out there with Gilles Says and Staga, same 5 for Tenerife. And Gilles takes a 3 and makes it. And they said they didn't really get the radar quite right from beyond the 3-point line in the 3rd quarter. The 4th has started well though. Gilles his first make. So Walden back in. He's out there with Atkins, Harouche, Jones and Jones. Here is Walden off the screen of Sean Jones. Jones collects it. Can't finish though. Brasino with a good rejection. Pushes the other way. Oh, lovely passing. Bassas for 3. Oh, deserved the make really. Staga with a bullet pass to the inside. Saves the extra one. Out to the corner 3. That was all after the rejection from Brasino. Rotating from the weekend side of the floor. Brasino fouls, trying to stop the ball, getting reversed. Nearly got a piece of it and away. Cleaning of the floor, get rid of the perspiration. Now we look like we're okay to continue again. Jones comes off a screen. I'll find some room, 2 people guarding him. Harouche puts it on the floor, kicks it. Atkins makes it. Well, a rough 3rd quarter from Atkins is put behind him as he makes the 3. 13 points now. And Atkins, 8 rebounds as well. Sass waiting for Staga. Staga. Now he looks to Says. Staga, 3 on the clock. Takes the 3. Can't get it. Good fight by Gilles to try and get the rebound, but Daquan Jones is equal to it. Finds Walden. Walden to Jones. And Sean Jones, the lefty, can't get it before Atkins does a great job to keep the ball alive for his team. He won't be credited with the rebound there, Atkins, I don't think, but it was him that tipped it to his own man in Harouche, who was then fouled. Without his effort right there, his team would not have gained possession. That is for sure. Walden taps his head, calls the play. Screen comes. Harouche. By Staga. Staga, first foul for him. Jones has it tipped away. Defense recovers well. Sean Jones in the low block. Turns, fires over Says and gets the roll. Says is frustrated. He tried to tip it away, I think, and missed it. Just 5 points for Sean Jones now. Bassas using the screen. Goes to Brasino. Feet set. Says there. Great work on the glass for him. Bassas fouled shooting the 3 so often. We've seen this Tenerife team off the offensive rebound. It's a tactic of theirs. Off offensive rebounds to throw it out and shoot the 3 immediately. It means you get looks like this where the defense is trying to recover. Defense out of position and having gone in for the rebound leaves the shooters open. And they get a reward perhaps here. Bassas at the line. Misses the first though. And has made 2 threes. Second is good. Third, also good. Down comes Corey Walden. Hands it over to Jones. Harouche trying to find some room. Sean Jones. Now Walden. He's forced to the baseline. 3 on the clock for Walden. He has the room. But misses everything. Looked like he had the step, Walden. Shows you how good the defense is, though. Says just closed the gap. Gillet fouled by Harouche. Just trying to stop the mismatch there. Gets to apologise. Pushes his man out the way. On Gillet to be able to go against him one-on-one. Line possession, 11 on the clock. Gillet makes the backdoor cut. Here comes Bassas and Hashteiger. All denied though. So they're getting to the screen with Says. Gillet open for the foul line. Jumper is good. Pierre-Marchand Gillet fits this team so well. That stretch for the ability to make the 3. Play hard-nosed defense. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Is Jones going up high, can't finish, and he puts it home at the second attempt. They're starting moving the scoreboard over this quarter. Have Holon still having their struggles, just being able to get any sort of headway into this lead. Seems like now they've started scoring. Serve Tenerife with comfort. Gillet hands it over to Bassas. The defense switching. Bassas has the room to drive. Finds Says. His push shot doesn't go. Jones with the rebound. Finds Walden. Corey Walden. Crosses over. And he's fouled by Bassas. 4th team foul, so it'll be end line possession. Here in the Santiago Martina Arena. A little round of applause goes out. That's because Sebastian Saez goes out. And Mamadou Niang comes in. There he is, the big man, the lefty. Highlight reel waiting to happen. He's in this very arena. 2017 really did have a big part to play in the semi-final victory for Tenerife. It's against fellow Group B competitors, Venezia. Pick and roll, roll into the basket. Got a couple of alley-oops. Got a block as well to help his team. Here he goes now. Finds Gillet instead. He puts it on the floor. Glides in, but moves the shot at the front of the ring. It's a kick out for Atkins, who's gone to the perimeter in the second half. Short on this one, though. We're halfway through this 4th quarter. Niang. That's for Brasino. Brasino coming off the screen. Now going the other way. He has the step, gets the foul, but it rolls out on him. Sean Jones is going to pick up the personal. Couldn't keep Brasino out of the lane. There he goes. Drawing the contact, and will be rewarded with 2 shots here. First of all, we'll have a timeout though. 4:46 remains in this 4th quarter.
Luego hacemos 21, ¿ok? Luego 21. Vamos bien. bien atrás ahora, ya hemos vuelto a controlar. We are controlling defense. La cuestión es terminar en ataque. Está ahí, venga, el anterior. Last one, this one.
Okay, they're down in the shape, this side. Okay, we keep going. Okay. So two things. Okay, on the three side, play this to get the score. Okay, they're showing, play here to get one dribble and score. Okay, on the three side, we keep on going the next flip it and look for the cutback. And now you have seen one to show me a big one over there. Okay? Cutback. See that? No about. Let's go, let's go,
Throws for Brusino. Uh, 25-year-old, already had an extensive career. Mentioned he spent time in the NBA. Came back from there to play for Gran Canaria last year. Now moved over to Tenerife. Spin from Jones. Can't finish over the top of that length of Niang though. Jumper doesn't go. Taken in by Walden. Walden fouled on the floor, but it'll be team fouls. So he'll get to shoot some free throws here. Substitutions. And for the first time tonight, we're going to see that's Bonda Strup, the Danish 21-year-old forward for Tenerife. First is good for Walden. Corey Walden. Played her second year now at Holon after playing for Ostend. First year out of the States. Finished college basketball at Eastern Kentucky. And spent a year in the NBA D-League. Go out here, or acknowledgement from his coach. Frustrating evening for him. He helped his team to win that Israeli Cup last year. He goes out, 4 minutes remaining. Foul is called. Fourth team foul. You can see on the far side, Harush trying to slow down his man, but illegally so. Brusino for three, knocks it down. Nicholas Brusino, first field goal for him, 5 points now. His previous points from the line. Jaquan Jones trying to find some room. Loses it, but it was tipped by Agile. Jones got trapped on the advertising hoarding. Couldn't get away. Still trying to sort it out. You can see behind Harush there. Just a real problem. Move the spectators out of the way. This is not what Holon want to happen. They're down 27 points. They want to get home. They want to get out of this arena. And instead, what do we have? We have waiting around while they fix the advertising hoardings. delay in game. Looking on. Looks like they're just going to remove the advertising now. See if they can finish this game. 3:42 left. Do get back underway. Eventually, Sean Jones collects it. So Huber comes off the screen. Trying to find something. Skips it over. Tough three for Harouche. Can't get it. Jones is there. Got a hand on the rebound. But Stirrup grabs in the rebound. Now on the far side, he has it. Puts it on the floor, lays it up. Crowd will like that one. That's Bonda Stirrup getting his first points of the evening. Just Hamadou in Niang to go, I believe, before everyone has scored for Tenerife. Sorry, the other player. Rodrigo San Miguel still searching for his first points, despite the fact he's played 17 minutes, only taken one shot, does have 5 assists to help his team though. And that defense that he brings on every occasion. So a foul was called. Daquan Jones gets himself to the line. It's been a very quiet night for Daquan Jones. Just his 3rd point, you can see there, 1 of 5 he is from the field, first time to the line. Gets his 2nd. The Joneses, Daquan and Sean, combined for 11 points between the two of them. They both averaged 17 a game before they came in. It is Brusino finding Niang. Niang lays it up. So another guy on the score sheet for Tenerife. Easy finish for Niang. But he's got to get back. Not sure what he was doing. Jones beat him down the floor, couldn't finish. Niang was lucky, he jogged. Now he rolls to the ring, looking for him on the inside, but well guarded. So he'll step out once more. Slips as the defense switches. Stirrup pulls up, can't get it. Niang, great work on the offensive glass, kicks it out. Gillet, another 3 off the offensive rebound. Every time Tenerife get the offensive rebound, it was all caused by the switch. So even though they didn't make the first 3 against the mismatch on the outside, great work from Niang to keep her alive, the rebound. And then there you see Bassas finds Gillet wide open on the 3-point line. Shoots the 3. And knocks down yet another one. So 2nd 3 of the night for Pierre-Antoine Gillet. It is the 12th 3 of the evening for Tenerife. 81 plays 49.
Over here. Shlomi and Sean. Stagger. Okay, stagger for that one. That side of the floor. Then stagger here. Look to curling if you have it. Set those screens low. Okay? Set them low. So you come off the screen like racing.
Holon trying to make something happen then. This final period of the game. Tenerife not slowing down or come with the trap. Strong drive. Finish doesn't go. Just that threat of Niang there. Enough to put off Simon. Brusino off the screen. Stirrup penetrates as it tipped away. Here come Holon in transition. Ubik kicks it. Open look on the far side. Harouche can't get it. Bassas the other way. Gillet runs ahead. Takes the defense out of the play. And now Bassas just splits. Kicks it out. Brusino for 3. Buries another one. Baydan, the #1 supporter from the bench. As Brusino makes his 2nd 3 of the night. 13 threes now for Tenerife. Once more, they'll come with that press. Move it. Waits. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it out. Jones tries to find the room for a three and rattles it home. Good shot from Jones. 7 points for him. First three of the night. We are inside the final minute now. Tenerife will enjoy this one. Niang slips to the ring, doesn't get it. The other way. Finish doesn't go for Simon. It was tipped by Brasino. They're going to have numbers down the floor. Tenerife, they throw it high. Deflected by Daquan Jones before it gets into the hands of Niang. Bassas isn't giving it up. Possession's gone to Holon, and Bassas is questioning it. So Dan Shamir looks on. End of a rough night for him and his team. But he is not the first or the last team to get a tough night coming here to Tenerife and entering the Santiago Martin Arena. Hubert comes across the half, holds on Waits. Still keep trying to score here. Daquan Jones curls. Can't finish though. Rebound, bounces on the line. That's possession for Tenerife. Sturrock handles the ball, calls the play. Set a couple of screens. Sturrock with a good show of footwork. Can't finish. Niang tips it out of bounds last. Holon with the final possession of this game. Daquan Jones has it. Bassas coming from behind, takes it away. Manages to save it, fight for the ball. There's one by Tenerife. Niang passes ahead. Brasino fires it up, but it won't go. And that is the end of the game. A very impressive performance by Iberostar Tenerife. They take this one 84-52 over UNET Holon. Tenerife then, they came into this one top of the Basketball Champions League power rankings, and you can see why. An absolute demolition. UNET Holon, a team that is averaging nearly 90 points per game coming into this one, were held to less than 15 points in every quarter of action by a Tenerife team, really rolling now. One of 4 teams currently unbeaten in this competition, and you can see why. A 32-point victory for them. The Tenerife fans applaud their team. The players thank the fans for their support here. And it was an impressive performance to watch, both ends of the floor. We came in talking about the team ethic of this Iberostar Tenerife team. Yet again, 25 assists for them as a team. They really have shown how they can move the ball. 43-33 on the glass. There is the assists, 25-6. So the team that leads the competition in assists per game at 23 per outing before coming into this one will stretch that advantage even more. They were led by 16 from Heavy Baran. Sebastian Says off the bench, 10 rebounds as well. But it's all about the team. So many guys come up with positive performances. Guys like Colton Iverson there. Says with the 10 points to go with the 10 rebounds to make a double-double as well. But even guys like Rodrigo San Miguel, who you look at, and the stat line is unimpressive for him. 0 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound, but the impact he makes in this team and the way he will unselfishly go around, making everyone else around him better. The defensive effort from him. So, Tenerife continue to roll in the Basketball Champions League. They will now regroup after moving to 5 wins and 0 losses. They have another couple of games before that all-important international break. They go on the road next week to Abavia. So arguably a slightly easier game for them on the road. Heading into the Czech Republic against one of the weaker teams so far in their group. for UNET Holon. They've now played the top 2 teams. And they will have a difficult encounter back home in Holon against Telkom Baskets at Bonn next week. Looking to regroup and have an unbeaten record at home, so they'll be looking to continue that. So I will say goodnight from Tenerife as Tenerife continue with their strong start to the 3rd season of the Basketball Champions League with a victory here, 84-52 over UNET Holon.